Hello everyone, this is your lecturer Hajirah Farooq, and today I will be discussing with you guys the lecture summary of the Starting a Business and Fundamentals of Marketing module. The module code for this module is PMM 3013, and we will be discussing week 7 and week 8 slides in this video. And this video is for my cohort 10 students. So if you have any problem or any query, and if you need me or my help, you can contact me through the email given on the screen. So let's start. In this lecture of week 7, we have covered the learning outcome 4, which is to apply the principles of marketing to a real world case. By the end of this session, the students were able to apply the marketing knowledge that they have learned on real life events in the form of case studies and to present a business or marketing plan. So we started this lecture by discussing that why is referencing important. So referencing is important, we discussed in the class as well, to avoid plagiarism, to acknowledge the contribution of other writers and researchers in your work, to give credit and respect to the writers from whom you have borrowed ideas or data, to allow the readers to trace the source of information you have used. You will have to add references in your marketing poster plan as well. That is the reason why we are discussing the importance of referencing. So because we use APA references, referencing style, APA 7th referencing, we will also discuss, we have also discussed that what is APA 7th referencing, and we watched a video in the class about this. So if you want to watch this video, you can go to Moodle, access the slides week 7, and you can find this video over there. Then we discussed the two parts of referencing, which are in-text citations and reference list. So in-text citations are basically the shorter citations, the shorter version of the reference lists references, or the bibliography references, which are more detailed. Then we discussed in-text citation further because it's a very complicated topic, so we need, of course, good discussion about this. Then we discussed the presentation skills. We started by asking the students about some icebreaker questions. For example, what is oral presentation and why is it important? So the poster plan also needs to be presented in front of the class by the students, and that is the reason why we are discussing this topic. Oral presentation is also known as public speaking or simply presentations that consists of an individual or group verbally addressing an audience on a particular topic. The aim basically for this is to educate, inform, and entertain or present an argument. Then we did a class activity where in a group, the students were supposed to discuss 5 examples of good and five examples of bad presentations. Then we discussed these examples. So for example, examples of bad presentations can include that the clothes were informal, they have read a lot from the screen or from the papers and notes that they carry. The presenter, they should not be standing facing towards the board and facing their back towards the audience. And yeah, so some of these examples were of bad presentation, and then we discuss some examples for the good presentation as well. So the dress should be formal and professional. You can give handouts to your audience. You can use clear text and diagrams in your presentation. You can keep a good body language. You can have good energy and smile. Then we discussed oral presentation skills. We watched a video about this. Then we did another class activity based on that previous video that we watched on good and bad presentations. And then we discussed about oral presentation demonstration practices and improvement feedback. So we did an in-class discussion. And then we did a little case study on Dropbox. And then a group activity related to that previous case study where the students were supposed to form into groups and answer a few questions about the case study. And that was all about week 7. Let's move on to week 8. So in week 8, we basically discussed the learning outcome 4 again, which are application of the principles of marketing to a real world case. And the students, by the end of the session, were able to learn how to design and write their poster presentation scripts and apply marketing concepts to real life businesses and scenarios. So, some notes for script presentation were discussed. So, the students were told that the students can stick to the poster content that is available within the slides and in the assignment structure and brief available on Moodle. The students should organize the presentation in a very good order. They should add in pauses and breaks, and they should elaborate everything very well while presenting. Uh, they should use conversational English. They should state the agenda of the presentation so the audience can prepare what they should expect. They can use first or second in their script, like firstly this and then secondly this, and then they should use simple sentences. So the structure of the script should be something like this. Of course, the students don't have to follow the structure exactly. They can amend it according to their preference, but this is just for a guideline that 1 minute can be their introduction. Then the company's information can take about 1.5 minutes while presenting. Then another 1.5 minutes for current market and competition discussion. Then about 2 minutes for like discussing about the product and service that your company has to offer. Then another 2 minutes to discuss the external and internal analysis. Then 1 minute maybe for the financial information and 1 minute to conclude it all up. So the introduction can include the name, the student ID of the student, and the module name and the assignment title and the overview of the presentation. And then we saw a video about how to start a presentation. Then the suggested answers. So the students were supposed to fill in these blanks and their introduction would be ready. Then the company's information can include the company's name, background, and vision, objectives, and goals of the business. Then another class activity where the students were supposed to prepare their own script for the company's information. Then the current market and competition. Under this heading, they can discuss the understanding of marketing and the competition. Then they can discuss about their products and services by using target market and marketing mix. That are the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. And then again, a suggested sample answer was discussed that the students can make use of and use as a guideline. Then the internal and external analysis. For that purpose, SWOT analysis can be done. For the financial information, the student needs to discuss the investment needed and the financial opportunities. And for the conclusion, the student needs to summarize all the key points that were discussed and then just say, thank you all for listening today. Do you have any questions? And then we also showed the students a video on how to end your presentation really well. So starting and ending the presentation can be very complicated and hard, and we saw very amazing videos. So to watch these videos and to learn more, you can of course go to Moodle and go to the week 8 slides, and you can find these video links over there. And then we did a little case study of Apple about marketing mix. And then we discussed SWOT analysis. Then we did a group activity where the students were supposed to divide into groups and go through the case studies on the previous slides and answer the questions such as how has Apple's marketing mix contributed to its success and market positioning, and in what ways does Apple leverage its strengths to maintain a competitive advantage. So this was all about FOM. In the next 2 weeks, we have only done revision, so there is no point of making any summary video for that. That is only revision. You can go to Moodle and you can access the week 9 and 10 slides, which are revision slides. And I hope this helped you. Thank you so very much for listening and best of luck to all the students.